let's just say that this bank holiday weekend is going to be mixed from a weather point of view. I'll have all the details in just a couple of minutes.
Sunshine. Are we going to get it?
I know you do. I know you do. Everyone wants it, particularly after the last 12 or so hours. The pressure is on. There's no more pressure than at the beginning of a bank holiday or any time in the run-up to Christmas when snow is the only question. But snow is definitely not what we're getting this weekend. However, I'm afraid we are going to be having a slightly mixed fortune over the bank holiday weekend. But before I give you the not-so-good news, I'm going to try and win friends and influence people by giving you some good news for next week. Let me tell you what's going on. Now, this obviously is a temperature map of what's going on. And at the moment, we've got westerly winds, so that's giving us a slightly cooler picture. And then if we run the sequence, if everything actually decides to work, there it goes, you can see that things get a little bit cooler as we look over the weekend itself. So quite a cool weekend to come. Still those mostly westerly winds. But then we start tapping into something quite warm from the near continent. So by the time we run into Tuesday, whoop, look at that, we start to get that plunge of southerly winds, and that's going to start dragging those warmer conditions in. This is a roundabout way of saying try and forget about the next few days, which are not looking so good, because by the time we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, we might be getting temperatures hopefully really starting to pick up once again, maybe even to the high 20s, into the low 30s for our last blast of summer. For many, of course, it's the last week of the summer holidays, and it's definitely the last week of meteorological summer. So I reckon we're going to go out with a bang. Let's have a look now at the not so good weekend. I'm trying really hard to distract everyone from the disappointing conditions. There we go. That's what it is.
Oh, thank you, Becky.
So I think the not so good news is always best delivered with a bit of a smile, and that's definitely what we're going to be having over the next couple of days, because bank holiday weekend, we've got heavy rain in the south through tomorrow morning, sunshine and blustery showers through Sunday, and then for Monday it's kind of even Stevens. So in the north it's better tomorrow, in the south it's better on Sunday, and then, as I say, evens itself out on Monday, and that's basically the forecast. But let's go through that a little bit more slowly. We've still got these showers sitting across the northwestern parts, but just look at this little beast moving in from the south, and that is going to be giving us really some quite significant rain, potentially a month's worth of rain in just a few hours towards the south. And we do have a weather warning in force there from 6 o'clock tomorrow morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. At the moment, it could be extended, and it's quite what you call quite convective, which means that within that band of rain, you've got the potential for it sort of beefing up in places. So the potential for some impactful rain, but it does whoosh through fairly quickly. And it's in this sort of position by the time we get to the middle of the afternoon. Temperatures fairly disappointing. Elsewhere, you can see it really is pretty much business as usual, but quite a, dare I say, an autumnal sort of feeling day. But certainly in the north, not looking too bad for some long, bright stretches. Then we look ahead to Sunday, and you'll remember that Sunday is not so good in the north. So in the south, it starts lovely, south and eastern parts, lovely for you, clouding up a bit into the afternoon, but there's that rain across the more northern areas. And again, those temperatures a little bit disappointing. And then Monday really is a story of sunny spells and showers, but they're not going to be that many showers. It is going to be a largely dry day, and there will be some drier, brighter stretches, particularly there in the south. And look at those temperatures. They're not exactly exciting, but they are starting to be on the rise. And as I say, the potential for something warm by the end of the week.